Joining us tonight, the president of Citizens United, David Bossie. David is also the Maryland GOP committee man. He'll lead the state's delegation at the National Republican Convention in Cleveland. David, good to have you with us. You have, on this broadcast, been absolutely as positive, supportive of the FBI director, even as I was casting great concern and questions about what he would do. Where are you tonight?
Well, Lou, you got me. I am just so deeply disappointed that Jim Comey, the FBI director, the man that I thought would hold up the highest to the highest standard, the FBI and our criminal justice system, really failed the American people today.
Did he fail the American people, or did he simply join a broader cesspool of corruption in Washington, D.C., and specifically within a highly politicized Justice Department of this administration?
Well, look, I think that some can look at it that way. I haven't obviously talked to the FBI director about that, but I can tell you right now that Jim Comey, what he did today was lower the standard. He lowered the bar. He made it harder to prosecute future criminal conduct of high-ranking officials because of this irresponsible finding. He lowered the bar after laying out piece by piece what should have been an indictment of Hillary Clinton.
You know, let's just go through a couple of things. He talked about a reasonable inference of no intentional misconduct by the very people he acknowledged potential violations of law. Now, what's interesting about that is there is no requirement of intentional misconduct in order to be found guilty under the U.S. Code.
Right. That's right. And look, then let's go to the next step, which is he said her lawyers did nothing wrong. Look, her lawyers went through, scrubbed every single email, made sure that they were not retrievable. They made sure, going through extensive processes to make sure the FBI could not reconstitute those emails. What happened here was criminal across the board.
I know that you have to live in the town in which you're broadcasting from tonight, but let me just say this to you. Do you find it to be an overwhelming coincidence that it was 1 week ago today that former President Bill Clinton and the Attorney General, James Comey's boss, by the way, were discovered to be in a meeting aboard a government aircraft in Phoenix, Arizona, in total violation of the most elementary protocols of law and investigation and their responsibilities in their respective roles, one as the husband of the subject of a federal investigation and the other as the prosecutor? Do you find it extraordinary?
It's Clinton-esque. First of all, Lou, it's incredibly Clinton-esque. But secondly, let's not forget, Bill Clinton isn't just the husband of the target. He is a target because the Justice Department is actually investigating not just the State Department, but the Clinton Foundation, which he heads.
Did you expect James Comey, whom you've actually exalted on this broadcast, to have mentioned perhaps the public corruption questions that surround the Clinton Foundation, the Clinton Global Initiative?
I did wonder, and I was wondering whether or not he would mention that. I did not hear a single word about the corruption. That's right. Yeah. The corruption investigation that is currently ongoing. So I don't know the answers, whether or not there's another statement ready to come down the pike at some future date. But I can tell you, Jim Comey really lowered the bar today, and I'm just incredibly disappointed in him.
How about the American people? You know, Donald Trump today said the system is rigged. He said it for some time. He's made it clear he didn't expect anything to come of this investigation, even as others were, in fact, saying that James Comey is too much of a man of integrity to sully himself with this administration, forgetting that he had worked with this administration from the inception. Your thoughts as we wrap up?
You know, look, I think that the American people always believe the fix is in. And all this did today was reinforce that the American people are right, that the fix is in, and that politicians are not held accountable.
And one last question, and that's where do we stand? I mean, you've been told by a federal judge at the insistence of this Justice Department, in which you've had such great confidence, that it'll take 27 months to deliver the information that you seek in connection with the public corruption issues surrounding the Clinton Global Initiative.
That's right.
This from the Justice Department.
This is just part of what is an outrageous operation going on at the Justice Department. Look, let's just go back to that for a second. We've been asking for.
If you're going to explain anything, explain to me why you can't use the words corruption.
It is.
And the abuse of power by this administration.
Lou, this is nothing more than a corrupt system being shown to the American people that certain politicians are above the law. That is nothing. There's nothing worse in American politics than that. It is the essence of corruption.
Has it ever been worse in American politics than what we are witnessing right now? Because I don't believe it ever has been.
I thought in the 90s, I thought I saw the worst. I now have seen even worse.
David Bossie, good to have you with us. And thank you for being one of those trying to break through the cesspool that is the federal government headquartered in Washington, D.C.